Man, for my first video, it's going to be pretty interesting. Um, yeah, we're on the relationship today based on the divisiveness of what's being put out nowadays regarding CRT, 619, race, injustice, racial injustice, things of that nature. I mean, I come from a different background where, my mother was fortunate enough to get me and my brother out of a situation, for a better chance of survival amongst, peers, the community, and better schooling, better opportunities. On the flip side of that, she endured physical, mental, and verbal abuse from the time I was in kindergarten to 8th grade. But meanwhile, on on my visits back down to my hometown, excuse me, Newport News, I would just see the same thing, just the same hoods. Nothing really progressed. Nothing really changed. Nothing really it just was stagnant. But, so I come from a background of where, you know, I was in an area of Virginia where, it was, I guess you can say, thriving. But coming from Newport News definitely wasn't that same feeling. Um, like I said, again, on the flip side of being taken away from a certain area, my mother endured some pain. Person causing that pain was my stepfather. Um, People talk about race and injustice. Um, I understand that very clear, but the person doing the injustice to my mother, there's no hashtag for that when the police is actually doing it. I couldn't call 911 when I could, but that man represented the Virginia State Police. Do I hate the police? No. Do I go around saying fuck the police? No. I just know that was one bad seed. One bad seed. So I never took that hate throughout life. Excuse me. So yeah, this channel is pretty much about my life growing up. Just now recently finding my confidence within myself at this age, 42. Wow, I can't believe I said that. 42. Finding my confidence, from being from a kid, growing up with a man that, clearly wasn't my dad, but the fact is I wanted, to be a son to a man, to a father. I was looking for, that attaboy, that pat on the back, little kicking ass, when I was doing something good. I got none of that. My mother, she was there definitely. Stepdad, nah, he was the one that was always beating you down. Nah, you ain't good enough. You're a loser. I don't take pictures with losers. I remember those words clear as day. So yeah, this is more about building that confidence and, looking back on that inner child and saying, yeah, you can do this. You got all the confidence in the world. Don't let that situation or moment in time hinder you from moving forward in life. So yeah, while people may say race and injustice, but it's like, are you fighting for the black people that I know that represent, working hard and leveling up, doing what's necessary to provide for their families versus waiting, hoping, in some cases praying without works, faith without works. So, but then there's some people that want to argue with a point for people over there, but it's like people over there have a voice as well. Either they're choosing not to do anything with it, or they just don't care. People have to understand that everybody has their own choices in life. They make their own decisions. It's not up to you to talk for them. Everybody got a voice. If not, then okay, what's wrong with them? Oh, they can't see, they can't speak for themselves. Okay, well then maybe somebody can represent them. But maybe it's not you. All black people are not the same. We're not linked together. We have different experiences throughout life. So it's just, all the stuff that's being put out right now, in my opinion, I feel it's very divisive amongst our community. I just saw a video the other day where fresh graves in Philly, fresh graves, I would assume majority black people, but nobody's talking about that, right? But Black Lives Matter. Fuck out of here. Anyway, like I said, more so about confidence, building confidence, and how I somehow managed to get into the sport of three gun.